All right. Let's do this. Oh, ow. What's up, guys? I'm your man Matt Rogers, aka Born Legit. Welcome back to another gaming topic commentary. Today's topic of choice is none other than the best-selling video games of all time. Now, right off the bat, I know we have 4 different types of fans watching right now. You got your Xbox fans. You got your PlayStation fans. Man, you already know. You got your PC fans. Why, hello there. And you've got your Nintendo fans. Yeah, you mentioned me, what's up? Now, everybody's got your favorite console, and the audience is probably split about 40% Xbox, 40% PlayStation, 15% PC, and then about 5% Nintendo. Hey man, what's that supposed to mean? Nothing, alright? Just chill out, you're gonna get your revenge by the end of the video. But we're here to talk about the best-selling video games of all time, so I want to run you guys through a top 10 list the best-selling video games. Starting off at number 10 with 28.2 million copies sold is Wii Play. Alright, but hold up. The only reason this game sold 28.2 million copies is because it was a mandatory game that came with every single console sold. Now, is that cheating? I don't think it is. I personally don't know, but I'll leave that up to you guys to decide. Coming in at number 9, that of course is on the list, is Modern Warfare 3. Modern Warfare 2 was actually really close to the same number of sales, but in the last few months, Modern Warfare 3 has outsold it. I'm getting these statistics for the Call of Duty sales from multiple websites, including IGN.com and the Guinness Book of World Records, so I feel as if they might be kind of accurate. But regardless, Modern Warfare 3 has sold 28.5 million copies. That's a whole lot of noob tubes. Moving on to number 8 is yet another Nintendo installment. Alright, shut up, bro. Number 8 is the new Super Mario Bros. For the Wii, selling 30.75 million copies. If you owned a Wii system, which I happen to not, but I wish I did, you had to have this game. This game basically sold big because of its title. Not only did it get good ratings, of course, but if you owned a Wii console and you didn't have Super Mario Bros., you probably weren't even human. Some sort of alien, perhaps, from another planet. Maybe Mars, or Pluto, or Saturn, or, like, Jupiter, alright? I don't know if there's aliens on Jupiter, but there could be. Anyway, the game did bring in 30.75 million copies sold, so it was a great success for Nintendo. Coming up at number 7 is, well, another Nintendo game? Actually, yes, and it happens to be the Wii Sports Resort. Now, let's get real, guys, alright? The only time you play this game is if you were really young, you happen to be really old, or you were extremely drunk. And anyone watching knows damn well that that's the truth, alright? But the game sold a ridiculous amount of copies. It brought in 32.5 million copies sold, so again, another great success for Nintendo. Next up at number 6, alright, we're getting a little bit more mature rated, alright? We're getting a little bit more grimy, a little bit more prostitute-y, a little bit more murdery right here, okay? And you already know what I'm talking about because I mentioned prostitutes. And that is Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, this game actually did come out, you know, fairly recently, and it's already sold over 34 million copies, probably prospecting it to be in the top 3 video games sold of all time here very shortly, but for now, it's 34 million copies sold. Next up at number 5, for all you Nintendo fans, go ahead, say it, that's how you know we got the best games. Number 5 is the Mario Kart game for the Wii. I'm personally surprised that Mario Kart 64 isn't on here because I would have whooped all of your asses in that game. But regardless, Mario Kart for the Wii is on here, selling 35.5 million copies. Next up at number 4 is an Xbox exclusive. Yes! Oh, I'm just kidding. It's actually a PlayStation exclusive. Haha, yeah. Actually, I'm just kidding again. It's a freaking Nintendo exclusive. Ooh, what I tell you, I said we have the best games. God, I can't, you know, when I started looking up all of these video games and getting the statistics on them, when I saw that Nintendo was just like wrecking the competition, even I was like, Jesus, why don't I own a Wii U? Anyway, coming in at number 4 goes to the original Super Mario Brothers that has sold over 40 million copies. All right, next up at number 3, I'm just gonna say right off the bat, I don't like this game at all, but a whole lot of you out there apparently really do. I'm just gonna say it. Go ahead and say it, I know you want to. Look, all right, whatever, PC gamer, all right? Number 3 is Minecraft, selling 54 million copies already. Yes, yes, of course. I totally get why you guys enjoy playing that game, you know, building stuff and like, you know, all of that. I'm just not into it at all. But whatever, 54 million copies is a lot of copies, so obviously it's a great game. Next up at number 2, all right, again, the only time you ever played this game is if you were really young, really old, or extremely drunk. Oh, I think I know what it is. Yeah, you probably do, Nintendo boy. It's the Wii Sports game, bringing in 82.5 million units sold. What the? What? Yeah, I know, right? Apparently there's a lot of young, old, drunk people out there, because that game sold a whole lot. But before we reveal our number 1 game, let's start up a little bit of trivia music to see what you think it's gonna be. Cue the music. Is it going to be A, Super Smash Bros. For the GameCube? Is it going to be B, Pong, originally for the Atari? Or is it gonna be C, Pac-Man? And the answer is Tetris. Yes, I tricked all of you. I just mind-f***ed all of you. Yeah, that's what I did. And you're perfectly okay with it. Yes, Tetris has completely just axe murdered the entire freaking competition because this game has sold over 140 million copies. And just to make you feel a little worse about it, they actually teach you how to make Tetris in a lot of high school level educational classes for game design or computer animations and graphics. So that technically means like a really stupid high schooler could be making billions of dollars right now. Alright, but now that we have the top 10 selling games of all time, what about the best grossing games of all time? Now, when I say grossing, of course, this is incorporating, you know, inflation, because video games nowadays cost way more than they used to, and also today we put out collector's editions of video games, and sometimes there's also accessory packs that are sold with the game as well. Coming in at number 3, Nintendo guys, shut up, alright? I don't want you losing your shit right now, is Mario Kart for the Wii. Yeah, the game was so successful, they sold it with a bunch of bundles and collector's editions and toys, and it sold a whopping $1.4 billion in total gross. Alright, but what about number 2? What's the second most grossing game of all time? Now, before I say this, I know every single person in here is gonna react the exact same way. What's that? What? Of course. God. Alright, I'm just being honest with you, and the second most grossing game of all time is Call of Duty Black Ops. What? God, of course. Yeah. Yes, the game did sell millions and millions of copies, but the reason it's the second highest most grossing game of all time is because people bought more collector's edition installments for that Call of Duty title than any of the other Call of Duty titles. So that means there's a whole lot of nerds out there, including me. Yes. Yes. But coming in at our number 1 spot, I'm not going to lie to you, the amount of difference between first and second place here is like 59,000 kilometers. The number 1 selling video game of all time has grossed over $10 billion. That's a whole lot of money. Okay, to put that into perspective for you, the top grossing film of all time is Avatar, that brought in $2.78 billion. The difference between that and $10 billion, that's a lot. That's a whole lot. Now prepare yourselves, because as soon as I say this, you're gonna be like, oh, of course. The number 1 grossing game of all time is the 2004 installment of World of Warcraft. What? No way. No. I don't believe, oh, wait a second. First you had to buy the game, then you had to buy all the freaking expansions, and then you had to pay monthly fees, and then if you wanted like a whole bunch of sweet gear that none of your friends had, you had to buy it off of their website. Who's laughing now, Mr. Nintendo man? Hey, shut up, vato, alright? We have Mario ese. Actually, you're absolutely right, because the best-selling franchise of all time is Mario. And let me just read these numbers for you real quick. Alright, right here. 497.6422 million copies sold of Mario games. So yes, Nintendo owns the rights to the biggest video game franchise of all time, and they actually own the rights to the second biggest video game franchise of all time. Go ahead, tell them, vato, go ahead. Yeah, it's Pokemon. They sold 262 million copies of those games as well. Alright, so there you have it, guys. Those are the top 10 best-selling video games of all time and the top 3 best-grossing video games of all time. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of all of these video game titles, what games you think should be in the top 10 or the best-grossing games of all time. But thank you for tuning in, everybody. Before you go, don't forget to share this video with your friends and click that thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed to Thug Life Gaming already, but no, don't talk to me. Hey man, you making them cry, Essie? No, it's okay. Alright, but thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see everybody here in a couple days. Keep living that life, okay? L-Y-F-E, because that's what thugs do, baby. Take it easy, guys.